Flight boss, bitch, you know, for sure. You're now listening to the Mind of an Antares Moon. I'm the Archangel Uriel, and I'm here to carry out God duties and motherfucking responsibilities. And right now, we're going to talk about how to know what role a person plays into your life. Now, to know this, you need to know two things: your houses and the other person's sun sign. Now, right here, there's a lot of different ways you can tell what role a person plays in your life, but this is one of the close ways to step into that mechanism. You see what I'm saying? Because for the most part, this is the stepping stone. Now, the sun. The sun is your actions, the way you act, how you see things, your vitality. You're saying your light. So ultimately, a lot of times, it's how you see yourself or what you see yourself doing, things that you're into. So ultimately, the sun is like your ego. So the ego is like things how you see yourself, things you're consciously aware of. So the ego plays like the role. So it's like your sun sign is like the role that you're playing. So if the sun sign is the role you're playing, then when you take that and correlate that to someone else's sun sign and put, then this is going to be the role they play in your life. Now, to know what role they play in your life, you need to know what house their sun falls in your natal chart. So when you're looking at your houses, right, whatever house this person's sun falls in is going to be the role that they play in your life. Now, disclaimer: this could be negative or positive. You see what I'm saying? But that area of life is where it's going to happen. And it being a negative or positive situation highly depends on how that person vibrated. What kind of frequency that person vibrating on. So they're either going to come to you in a positive or a negative way. But depending on their sun sign and what house it falls in your houses, that's the area of life that they're going to come positive or negatively in. Now, let's talk about now if a person's sun falls into your first house, then this person is going to affect your personality in some type of way, or your personal issues, or your personal affairs. So this person may even make themselves a part of your personal life, a part of your personal issues, a part of your personal affairs. This person may be a personal issue for you. This person may be in your life. This person may be one of the people that helps you develop your personality. You know what I'm saying? So it may be a personal person in your life. You see what I'm saying? Now, we want to talk about so that's the role this person is going to play. So when you know this person's sun sign, and if it falls into your first house, just know that's how this person is going to affect you. They're going to affect you in a personal way. They may become a personal issue. You see what I'm saying? This is why a lot of people who sun signs fall into a person's first house a lot of times cause friction because it's too much light. Your sun is already the light. The ascendant is how your light appears, how it disappears. Your sun sign is your light in action. Your rising sign is how your sun appears. So when you have another person's sun sign falling on your ascendant, it could go two ways. It could play like an opposition. Two, it could either play like this person, y'all shine brighter together, or a lot of times, most of the times, it causes friction. You know what I'm saying? Just like me, I'm an Aries. Even though I'm a Leo ascendant, also a lot of Leos I come across that falls into my first house. A lot of times, I'm a 17 degrees Aries and a 17 degrees Leo ascendant. So a lot of times when a lot of people who are later Leos, like after 17 degrees, they fall into my first house. And it's a lot of friction a lot of times, a lot of competition with those. But a lot of Leos that fall to 16 degrees and below, they fall into my 12th house. And a lot of these ones is who I can let out my creative passions with and things of that nature. So I had to learn that. See, in my time, I came across so many Leos. I used to be like, damn, why this one is like this or this? Why this one is like that? So I started to realize that this science right here, different ones going to play different roles in your life. You see what I'm saying? Now, and that's when you get a little deeper in it. But I'm just giving you the basic awareness. It's always dealing with my personal though. You see what I'm saying? So I may be personally frustrated with a Leo, the 17 and above ones, and then I may be personally receptive to the ones that's 16 degrees and below. But at the same time, you see what I'm saying? I'm at 8 degrees Sag. That's why I say I'm an Antares moon. Well, because my moon conjunct Antares. You see what I'm saying? So when we talk about A person's sun. All right, and I'm a 17 degrees Aries, so y'all can apply that with me. This would be the role I play in your life. You see what I'm saying? If you knew me personally. Now, a person's sun sign falling into your second house. You see what I'm saying? Right here, this person is going to play. This person is going to help construct your values in your life, whether they're good or bad. This person is going to be the one that's pointing you to what you should be valuing or things that you shouldn't be valuing. You see what I'm saying? And also what you have to offer to the world and things that you felt that you don't have to offer to the world. So keep that in mind also. You should have said, so this person is going to affect you in that way. This person may affect your money in some type of way, or you may affect their money in some type of way. There's a support there. There's a value there. You see what I'm saying? But at the same time, there's a situation where this person may help you construct your values, whether they come to you in a negative or positive way. You see what I'm saying? Now, a person's sun in your third house. This person is going to come to you. This person affects your surroundings and what's familiar to you. So a lot of times, people who got these be your friends a lot of times, people that you are unaware of. These be your first friends or your first people you start attracting to. You know what I'm saying? And start clinging on to, or just start attracting to, whether you are friends with them or not. You know what I'm saying? These people start to come into your life. Sun signs in your third house, because these people end up popping up in your surroundings. They may be your neighbor, or a lot of times you find these people into doing things that you're familiar with, or being around somebody you're familiar with, or being in a place you're familiar with. You see what I'm saying? So that's how these people will come to you in your life. Also, also, you know what I'm saying? These people may stir up too. They may play the role. They may play the role as destructive in your in your surroundings. They may play the chaotic role. So these people may mess up your surroundings, may mess up your reputation in your neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Mess up the relationship you got between the people you're familiar with. You know what I'm saying? Mess up something that you do that you're familiar with. Mess up a situation or a place that you always go that you're familiar with. So they can play that role also. Keep that in mind. It can always be positive and negative. Now we got when a person's sun falls into your fourth house. A lot of times you want to look at this person like you see this person as, especially if it's their moon, but that's another video. We're going to get into those. We're talking about the sun now. A person's sun in your fourth house plays a role as a person who help you construct your home, your private, your domestic issues, how you gain emotional stability amongst yourself and others, your private issues and things of that nature. You know, this may be a person house that you go to that you feel most comfortable at. You know what I'm saying? Like for my females out there, say you got this one guy that you're talking to, right? But it's like going to his house, you get to escape all the problems and the responsibilities you got for the short moment, right? That person's sun may be in your fourth house. So you see yourself building a home with this person. You see yourself being comfortable with this person. You see yourself letting out your emotional stability with this person. You see yourself going through domestic issues with this person. You see yourself becoming family with this person. So that's the role that a lot of times this person will play in your life, whether it's negative or positive. This may be toxic relationships, a person or friendships and things of that nature with a person sun in your fourth house. This person may come in all turbulent. If say you got a family member that got their sun in your fourth house. Say you got a home. This that family member who always got to crash at your crib. You know what I'm saying? They always gotta come crash at your house and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You might gotta pay attention to that. Look into your houses. That family member might just they sun sign might just be in your fourth house. That's why you the one they always calling to come chill. To come chill. You see what I'm saying? Now a person sun sign in your fifth house. This person a lot of times is going to play the role as building your character, building the way you express yourself. So a lot of times a person sun sign falling in your fifth house, this be the most expressive people in your life. People you come across that you may or may not know, and the people that you come across that's as highly expressive or entertaining people. You know what I'm saying? Or people who got some type of entertainment creative mechanism about themselves, whether they see it or not within themselves. You see what I'm saying? It'll play out like that also. With this, also, also with the person sun sign, they may play the role as being destructive in your creative mechanism. This may be the person who always take you away from your creative energy. Always try to make you be entertained by what they're entertained by. You know what I'm saying? Always making you express yourself in other areas of life that you may not even feel like doing at the time. So, see, it's always a flip side. So keep that in mind. But if a person's sun sign in your fifth house, that's the area of life is going to be positive and negative at. This just might be a person who come put you on your creative path, who may show you something, and you may be like, damn, I like this person. Let me start doing that creative type of mechanism too. You know what I'm saying? Now, when we talk about a person's sun sign in your sixth house, a lot of times this is going to be the person that's telling you to get up and get a job. A lot of times this is going to be, or on the flip side, this might be the person who give you something to work on, give you some type of creative inspiration to work on. You know what I'm saying? This is a person in your life that's always keeping you on tap, on schedule, on task. You know what I'm saying? Always making sure you're on routine. This might be a person who's always criticizing. You may be a person who's always paying attention to the details upon you. Oh, this shirt ain't buttoned, or oh, this look like this, or somebody always criticizing you on this, that, and the third. You might need to pay attention. That person's sun sign may be in your motherfucking sixth house. You know what I'm saying? Or it might be a person who comes into your life and make you start looking at the details of shit. Start making you get on schedule with some shit just based upon their actions. And you like, damn, this is a person who know how to stay on task, and I'm seeing all the fruits and labors that they get from this shit. I need to start doing that too. You know what I'm saying? This is the role that person is going to play in your life. You see what I'm saying? Now, a person sun sign in your seventh house, you know what I'm saying? Now, a lot of times this may be a person you see yourself having a relationship with. You know what I'm saying? This is a person you may see yourself, or of not a relationship. This may be one of your closest friends, or this may be a person you just feel like you can relate something to, like a coworker. This is the coworker you rather talk about your house problems with instead of another coworker. So you know what I'm saying? It'll play out like that with the sun, with that person's sun being in the seventh house. I don't know why I got so dark. Okay, but yeah, that's another reason. Another thing, this is the person that you can relate to a lot of times. Then a lot of times these could be your motherfucking worst enemies. This could be a person that you just can't motherfucking stand. Every time you come up around them, it's just highly unrelatable. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times it can play out in situations that you go into knowing this person as them being highly relatable, and it ends up real bad. Or this could be a person that has started off as y'all was enemies, but then y'all became friends. You know what I'm saying? It's like no in between here. You see what I'm saying? But the non in between could go into so many little mechanisms. You know what I'm saying? To the point that this could be a person that you love to hate. This could be a person you was in a relationship with for years, or this could be a person you hated for years. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so, and it's gonna be an instant attraction if you don't know this person. So when y'all come across each other, it's gonna be an instant attraction that y'all don't know where it came from. So that's how the sun plays out in the seventh house also. When a person's sun falls into your seventh house. Now, when a person's sun falls into your eighth house, right? Now, this could be a secretive person who comes around you, a manipulative person, a person who's always got an alternative motive. You know what I'm saying? These people, they may appear as your friends and really ain't. These people may appear as your enemies, but really not. You know what I'm saying? These people who come around, they may carry a certain vibe that they don't necessarily have, but you just necessarily feel like they got this vibe. So this is how you feel about them. You know what I'm saying? 9 times out of 10. And then when you start to play things into the actions, start to play the role in action and start to figure out you was wrong about a lot of things or right about a lot of things. It's just you're being aware of their sun being in your eighth house, which is the house of secret. So off the back, you're just gonna feel like this person carrying secrets or something, and that can work in two ways. That can intrigue you. A lot of people look at these kind of people like these could be the people that come into your life. That's your friends that show you shit that you ain't seen before. For my females out there, this could be you might have a female friend. Her sun is in your eighth house. She might be the one who show you that your dude was cheating. You see what I'm saying? You might be in a relationship with someone. On the flip side, you could be in a relationship with someone. If they sun in your eighth house, they could be the cheater. You see what I'm saying? But they don't always have to play out that way. You see what I'm saying? This could be the person who could be super loyal too. A person who's sun sign in your eighth house. They're super loyal. You know what I'm saying? And then you won't never know that until you go through situations, because loyal is not something you can look at and place on a scale and weigh. So it's a part of the secret ring. Things you can't see, things you have to dig up, things you have to understand, things you have to realize, things that's behind the scenes. That's an alternative motive. You see what I'm saying? But someone who around you all the time, an alternative motive, part of it is loyalty. You see what I'm saying? But alternative motives in general is behind the scenes, like death, sex, greed, jealousy. mysticism, occult, astrology. You know what I'm saying? A person who got their sun in your 8th house is a person you like to go through, you like to talk about deep experiences with also. You know what I'm saying? If you got a friend with their sun in your 8th house, this is the person you like to talk about deep shit with. 1 second, I gotta cut the oven off. All right. So coming to the certain realm of reality and things of that nature. Um, yeah, with the sun being in somebody's sun being in your 8th house, that's how it's going to appear. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, this things like that. This could be your closest friend. This could be your worst enemy too. It could play out like the 7th house, just not in the way like the 7th house. 7th house more relatable. So this might be a person you were highly relatable to or highly relate to hatred towards. 8th house is more secret. You just feel a vibe or something like that, and it end up becoming circumstances, situations that play out because what was manifested for the first place. You see what I'm saying? But it's not all bad. It's not all good either. That was a pretty even one too, between good and bad. Someone's sun being in your 8th house, this person can help you see things that you ain't seen before. But these people, like I said, is always a flip side. These can be the people that's manipulative in your life and taking something from you, taking something that you value from you. Now, a person's sun in your 9th house. Now, the role this person is going to play in your life, this may be a person you go through a lot of experiences with. If you're close enough with them, you experience everything with this person. Y'all went through a lot together and things of that nature. So y'all accumulated a lot of wisdom and knowledge together, and put a lot of meanings and reasonings to the same things. You see what I'm saying? Um, or this person could come into your life like this person could be a person that teach you some shit or give you a whole broad philosophical point of view or some shit. Make you learn shit when you're with this person. This person may be a person you travel with, or maybe a person that you travel with within the mind together. You know what I'm saying? Both of y'all come up with all kind of things together to think about, and ideas and ways of expressions and things of that nature, and spirit and spirituality and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? This may be a person you meet at church or something like that. This may be a person you meet when you was long distance traveling within the mind, searching on information on the internet. This may be a person you meet when you out somewhere. This may be a person you met at school. You know what I'm saying? Anytime you learn something, or this may be a person that just teach you things. Like this could be a person in your life. Everybody got some of these type of people in their life. That person who just went through so many experiences. Every time you're around this person, y'all got a lot of stuff to talk about. Or this person always expressing an experience that they went through, whether it's negative or positive. They always talking about an experience. Even if they vibrating low, it's something you don't want to hear. It's something you don't want to gain no wisdom on. If it's something positive, then it's some higher knowledge shit or whatever like that. But this is the realm of reality that these people fall into your life. So keep that in mind. So if you got those people who call you, they always got a depressing story, or they always got some type of experience that they went through. This person's sun might be in your 9th house. Or if this person, every time y'all talk, y'all talking about wisdom and knowledge, y'all talking about gaining information and wise and feeling optimistic and stuff, that person might got their sun in your 9th house. But that's the area of the life that the positive and negative is going to come from that person. Now, damn, that just brought a whole lot of realization to me in my life now that I'm thinking about it. All right, shit, damn. All right, now a person's sun into your 10th house. Now, when a person's sun in your 10th house, this person 9 times out of 10 played a role in your life that they help your status in some type of way. Being associated with this person, you become part of that. They become part of what you're known for, how you're seen. So a lot of times it could be stuff that they did. It's based upon association. You might be known for this. You might be seen for this. You see what I'm saying? This is part of your status. So part of their status is going to be part of your status. Or this person could come in your life and help your status in some type of way. Just them being who they are elevates you. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of times when people want to get business positions and things of that nature, they go around the right people. And if this person could put this person in this position, 9 times out of 10, that person's sun sign was in your 10th house. You see what I'm saying? This person could come into your life and help your career. Now, there's always a flip side. Pay attention. If a person got their sun sign in your 10th house, they can also play the role of destruction. So you have to pay attention to how people vibrate it, regardless of what sun sign they is. But at the same time, the sun sign is going to tell you what area of life this vibration frequency is going to take place. You know what I'm saying? So for the most part, you got to understand that when a person's sun sign is in your 10th house, they can play destruction. This could be the person that fuck up your career. This could be the person who fuck up your reputation, fuck up what you're known for, fuck up how you seem. You see what I'm saying? So keep that in mind. 1 second. I know I keep doing shit. Sorry about that. 1 second. All right. Now, second house lord, not second house lord, but if somebody's sun was in your 11th house, this is going to be a person who affects your pelvic area in some way. This is going to be a person who affects your This is going to be a person who affects your public life. Who This person may come unknown. This might be the weird people in your life. Shit you don't really know about. 1 second. I'm sorry. So you gotta watch out. You know what I'm saying? Now, because these people will come to you in a real public way with the sun, with this person's son being in your motherfucking 11th house. So they're gonna come in some unknown way. You know what I'm saying? This might be a thief. You see what I'm saying? So you have to keep that in mind. You have to keep that in motherfucking mind. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of times these people could come. On the flip side, these are the people who come into your life and make you very social, make you very socially aware. You know what I'm saying? These people make you a part of things. These are the people that you in groups with. You know what I'm saying? These are the people. These are the people that you like to go out with. Anybody whose sun is in your 11th house. These are people that yeah, like you go out with. People you are social with. People may be associates. They just may be an associate, not someone like your day to day, every day. You know what I'm saying? Someone like your associate or this, that, and the third. But they can end up sliding into your 7th or 3rd house and be a little closer when it comes to the relationships and things of that nature. But for the most part, when a person's sun is in your 11th house, this is a person that may put you on to some type of technology, some type of new shit, new phone or something like that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times you come across people who might put you on to a lot of times the people a sun sign to be people that you know that's around your not immediate family but other family. You know what I'm saying? You might meet somebody through your cousin or through your aunt or uncle. You know what I'm saying? That person's sun sign might be in your 11th house. You see what I'm saying? You may meet somebody when you went out. You know what I'm saying? That person's sun sign might be in your 11th house. You know what I'm saying? You might have met that person when you was dealing with some type of unknown or unfamiliar type situation. And when I say unknown, that could be science, astrology, occult, mysticism, science, technology. That's phones, computers. You know what I'm saying? You can meet somebody on social media. If you meet somebody on social media and become good friends with them, 9 times out of 10, they sun sign might have been in your 11th house. You know, but there's many different ways and shit. You know what I'm saying? Also, Yeah, that's pretty much. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot. You go in deeper. You even say a person whose sun sign who pop up. This is put you in some type of organization. You see what I'm saying? Someone who got a sun sign in your 11th house is someone who always introduces you to other people. You know what I'm saying? You ever had somebody who always introduces you to all these random new people and shit like that? You go, damn, this person know a lot of people, or they may not. This person may barely know these people, but why this person always introducing me to all these new people and shit like that? This person's sun sign might be in your 11th house. Now we get into a person's sun sign being in your 12th house. Now, a lot of times this person may play out in your subconscious realm in some type of way. You know what I'm saying? So this person may just subconsciously bug you. This person may subconsciously be around you. You know what I'm saying? This may be like a person who's this is like it's just like a subconscious thing, like a person you may always run into. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times this could play out in roles of people that you don't know, but a person that you just always come across. You don't know this person, but you always come across this person. That person's sun might be in your 12th house. A person that you're close to, that's your friend, who every time you're around this person, you want to always talk about creativity, imagination, talk about fantasies and things of that nature. This person's sun might be in your 12th house. This person is going to play the role in your life of helping you collect with the collective conscious. There's going to be those people in your life that calm you down when you're too upset. These may be the same people in your life that make you upset when you're too calm. You see what I'm saying? These may be the people in your life that play the role of always trying to tell you the broad sense of how to feel about something. Like you may be going through a lot of things, and this person tell you, well, you know, for the greater good, or you should always do this because things happen, or you know, what I'm saying, always add like a higher meaning or reason or higher conscious to the situation that's going on. This person may be like, and they impact you spiritually too. This person, sun may be in your 12th house. You know what I'm saying? Even a lot of times too, people you may have dreams about, even random people that you don't even think about on a day-to-day basis, and you start picking up their timelines in your dream. This person in your dream for some reason. You're like, damn, you wake up like, why this person is in my dream? So that person's sun might have been in your 12th house. So you picked up some type of yin realm type shit. You know what I'm saying? And y'all was connected sometime previously, in some way, shape, or form. You know. But another time, you know, it could this a person's sun sign in your 12th house can kind of play the role of all the houses previously, just on a higher level. Like these people can impact you personally. These people can impact you for what you could value these people. These people could be part of your surroundings. These people could be part close to your home and proximities. These people could be dealing with your creative and entertainment factor and how you express yourself. These people could be in your work area or what you're working on, or who you criticize. These people could be part of your relationships in some type of way, or how you relate to people, places, and things. These people could be your secret mechanism or one of your closest friends. These people could be the perfect person you learn with. This person could be a person that helps your status. This person could be a person you be with in public. And it all go back to the 12th house. It's the subconscious realm. You see what I'm saying? So, but it has to tap into that subconscious. Like it has to be a person that plays all them. If they do fall in one of those roles, you have to feel when you're around them. You have to feel like, or the way you feel about them, it has to be in a way like, okay, this is the person that's I always dream about doing this with, or I always feel like they're part of your subconscious a little bit. So you see what I'm saying? That's how you know when a person's sun is in your 12th house. Flight boss, bitch, air.